Hi artists, today we're going to add our cool colors into the background of our leaf pictures. And so during our last class we painted our warm colors into our leaves, and now we're going to think about our background space. So what I have here, I have some purple or violet, I have some blue and green, and so those are our colors for the background. So for the background, if you want to just choose two of the colors or one of the colors and make your whole background that color, that's fine. If you want to use all three, that's fine too. There's a lot of different ways that we can do this. I'm going to show you a few ideas, but I think it would look nicer maybe if you just choose one, but I want to show you some different ideas. One idea that you could do is just putting just some little dots of color in the background. I'll do a little section over here. So if I was going to do this in my entire background, I would scatter one of my colors just all over. And then, here's my water cup. Wash my brush. Let's go for a different color. Get some blue. And I could put some blue dots in there. And I could just try to fill my space with lots of little dots of color. And it's okay with me if these blend together a little bit. I'm going to try to keep them off of my leaves, but I'm not going to be bothered if my colors kind of start to go together. Let's try our green. I'm off camera here with my brush, washing off my blue. See how it sometimes blends a little bit together? And again, I'm all right with that. Just trying to fill in some of my little white spaces. I'm going to get some of this a little bit closer to my leaf over there. And if I realize that I have a lot of white space left, if I didn't want this all to be green, I could certainly go back and get some of my other colors and start adding some of those in too, to fill in some of those spaces. Let's see. Get a little more blue over here maybe. Do you see how it's just kind of blending together a little bit more? And you can see I would have to be a very patient painter to fill in my entire background this way, but that might be an interesting look for your background. So that's one idea. Another idea is maybe doing some stripes. Let's get some stripes on here. I'll do that kind of here in the middle. And again, I'm just showing you a few different ways, and they don't have to be really straight stripes. I could do curvy stripes. So I'm skipping my leaf. And I don't think I would have any more purple that goes down on that side if I'm going to make kind of straight stripes. So I could do a pattern, couldn't I? I could. I'm going to be very careful next to my leaves. Skip it. So this is another idea with our stripe. Let me finish that stripe a little bit better. And you can see my stripes are not perfect. I'm not worried about that. You can see again, I would need to be a patient painter, patient artist to do this all on my background, but it might also be an interesting idea. Let's see, there we go. And then I would just keep going across my whole artwork with a pattern. So after this green, I would have my purple stripe again, and another blue, and another green, and I would keep going until I was all the way off the page. Let's think about something else we maybe could do. I have an idea, and I bet you guys have some ideas I haven't even thought about. If I was wanting to trace around my leaves, let's see here, with some colors. I'll let this one pattern go all the way over here. I could start by tracing, let's see, and that one's going to blend into my other stripes, I see. But I could trace around all of my leaves. I'm just going to show you with this little chunk right here too. You can see my paint is a little chunky again. I don't have my very nicest paint here at home. So I painted around these with my blue, and I'd probably do that yellow one too, but I don't want this to take too long. And now I'm gonna make another stripe around. So I could keep doing stripes and do a pattern around my leaves. And then when they meet up, then I could start going around the whole thing. Let's see here. So I can show you what I mean, and I'm not going to finish this either. And if you wrote your name on the front with a Sharpie, the paint should be able to go right over, remember, and not cover it up. Let's see. And see how it tapped that leaf? It would just go around. Again, I'm not going to even finish that leaf, but I would trace that whole leaf around, and then I could take my green and I could be tracing in here with that. And I'm gradually going to shrink it down to I have less and less background space. So you can see how I'm thinking about that. And I would go around there, and then I would repeat with my blue again. So those are a few options for you to think about adding some cool colors into your background. And again, you do not have to do one of these choices for your background. You can think about what you would like your background to look like. You might come up with a completely different idea with your cool colors. I am super excited to see how yours turn out.